Now Arjuna puts question. Athken prayuktoyam papam charati purusham anichmano bibalat akramye uniyojitam. Now I have got this question. I think I have found in my own consciousness there are two aspects in one's own body. I have understood that there are two aspects in one's own body. Who has understood? Arjuna. Arjuna says, I have understood that there are two aspects. One is speaking, do this. Another one says, don't do this. It is bad. Who says that don't? Who says yes? And afterwards it happens, anichamano bala. If I don't, it is not my, without willing to do, I go on, I trust doing that. After doing that, I repent. What have I done? Who these aspects I have not understood who are there. There are two parties inside me. One gives me encouragement to do, and another party gives me encouragement not to do. And in the long run I do. I commit that. After committing that, I repent. Why I have done it? Who is that person who has committed this and thrown me in this position? Papam papataya vidanapi. If sinful act, I already know that sinful act is already sinful act. You should not do it. And somebody asks me to do it. Do it. What is to you? Do it. For your pleasure, do it. And somebody, other party comes, he says, no, don't do it. It is bad. Who is doing this? Who this trouble? Atrotaram satyapi sadarme hridisthe aganta avarna krutoyam viplava natu tadavavakrita. And the answer for that Lord Krishna places before him, before Arjuna. Kamayesha krodesha rajo guna samudbhavam mahashano mahapapa vidhenam yavarinam. It is just calm. Calm means desire. Krodha means it is krodh. For instance, you have got calm. Calm means desire, you want to have that thing. Then you don't have it. You struggle to do that. After great struggling, spending so much money, this is desire for doing that, achieving that. When it does not take place, then wrath encircles you. You don't want to talk to anybody afterwards if it does not happen. There was one there was one prostitute. Her name was Madalasa. Madalasa, he was greatest pros. He was known and his fees was tremendous fees. In the meantime, Shukadeva, Vyasa's son, was passing from the roadside. He was going somewhere. But he was tired. He was brahmachari, he was filled with Bhairava state of being. Who? Vyasa's son. Vyas means who has Mahabharata. He was walking, he was just, he had not desire of sex at all. From the very childhood, he didn't know what is sex, what is sex and what is sexual intercourse and nothing. He had no knowledge of that. He was above that. He was residing in his own way in God consciousness. And he was brahmachari, he was brilliant, he was shining just like Lord Shiva, and he was walking on the roadside. And this poor girl thought, he wants to come to me. Who? Vyasa's son Shukadeva. And she directed him from window on the market to come. He said, all right, I'll come. He didn't know what for he was called. And she lost interest in all her friends at once, as soon as he stepped in his bedroom. Who? Shukadeva. And whatever best bedding she had possessed, all these years of doing this job, he decorated that bed for his lying down. He stepped in that room and laid down, flat. He was tired. Then she wanted to press his legs. She pressed his legs with great reverence, with great love. She said, he is my real friend. I don't want any money from him. It is only blissful state that I have got from him. Then she pressed for about 1 hour and half an hour, and in the meantime, any friend who came to see her with fees, he had locked inside all the doors and windows. Who? She had locked inside. She didn't allow anybody to come inside. She wanted him only. She said, I want to go. He said, I want to go now. She said, where? She said, just here. She thought that he's going for urate or something and he'll again return. Then she opened the window and saw him passing till he disappeared altogether. He didn't return afterwards at all, and he took her about, it was 11 at night, up to 4 a.m. in the morning. She was just thinking of that person, and he didn't return. He didn't return, then she slept. As soon she slept, she went in trance and became Parabhairava, became one with Parabhairava. Then she was called greatest Devi, residing in Parabhairava state. After that, it was his grace. So this is the grace, how he showers grace to worthy and non-worthy. Everybody has a right to occupy that great state of Parabhairava state.